What up everybody, Colton Nerdy Core, back with another video. This one will be another collection video. So this one will be my last one for a little bit in terms of the collection video. I still got a couple other videos coming up, but this one will be the last collection video for a little bit due to the quarantine and due to not be able to pick up certain games I would want to. Because the only stores currently open near me are like Walmart's and Best Buys, and they don't really usually have the greatest prices that I'm looking for specifically. So hope you guys are staying safe. So I've picked up a couple things right after my last collection video, but I've also been picking up a lot of stuff recently in order to keep myself busy during the time of being stuck inside. So I've picked up a couple games for the PS4 recently, and that's the main haul of this collection. So let's just get right into it. Alright, so first up is Dark Summit, and I also apologize for the lighting. The light I usually use to film these burnt out recently, so I'm just using my phone light at the moment. We'll have that fixed up for next video though. So Dark Summit. Dark Summit's a PS2 classic in terms of one I remembered a lot from my childhood, and I played it. I found the music kind of interesting, and I was always big into snowboarding games. So this is one that tried to make it into kind of a story episodic thing for the snowboarding games. And it basically, you're like you play as this lady here for the first playthrough, and you're like a spy or agent that get hires to infiltrate this mountain run by skiers that are planning some like kind of evil corporation type thing of the mountain, and you're trying to figure out what exactly is going on. So it kind of plays as you get these like challenges throughout the story, and you do kind of different missions. There's some where people are chasing you, gotta get away, such as here, or there's different like trick ones. Overall, I would say this is not one of the greatest games I play. The movement's a little stiff, but it's definitely an interesting take on the snowboarding genre, so it's not a terrible game. I would definitely give it a look if you're into the snowboarding genre at all. Oh, and I got it for about $10, and it came complete, so not a bad price. Alright, next up is Tony Hawk American Wasteland. This one I was looking for a while. After playing, was the one on PS3, Proving Grounds, I'm pretty sure. I was really not interested in continuing with the newer versions of the Tony Hawk, but I wanted to get some of the older ones that I missed out on. And American Wasteland was one that really caught my eye. This was only like $15 or something like that. And this one's a lot of fun. I'm probably about halfway through the game. It's a story mode. It's kind of similar to Tony Hawk Underground in a way that there's a overlapping story with a bunch of different missions built in, which have a different objectives you got to complete to advance the story. It also has the classic mode from the Pro Skaters, which is kind of the collect skate, do the high scores, and then do a couple like gimmicky challenges for each of the areas. So this one actually has a lot of content in it. Overall, honestly, I would say this is one of the stronger Tony Hawk games I've played. The skateboarding is really fun. It's kind of a cross between the Underground games, which are a little less combo heavy, and between that and the Pro Skater games. So if you're into any of those games, I would definitely give this one a shot. Alright, next is my first PS4 pickup for this video, and that's Yakuza Kiwami. This is one my brother actually got me into. He's a big Yakuza fan, and I've seen him play the games a couple times, and it looked like a lot of fun, so I was willing to give it a try, which I'm really glad I did. The characters in this game are really funny. The story's pretty good. It's made by the same people that made Fist of the North Star, so it has that same serious, but always has that comedy undertone to the story, which really makes this game awesome. And the combat is really smooth and a lot of fun with the 3 different styles that they give you in this game. I also was able to get the Steelbook edition, so it kind of pops up like this, has the dragon and the koi tattoo on the back here. It's pretty sleek looking. I would definitely say for a console exclusive of the PS4, this is one of the stronger ones. Strong story, really funny side missions. Same as Fist of the North Star, it has that same vibe for the side missions, and the action's a lot of fun in this game. I would highly recommend it. And I picked this up for about $20 to $30. I couldn't remember the exact price for this. Alright, this is actually my most recent pickup, and that's We Happy Few for the PS4. I picked this one up at Walmart. I think it was like $30. It's a lot more than I wanted to pay for it. I was looking to get this for when it dropped to like $15 to $20. But with the stores closing up and stuff like that, I wanted to get a game that once I beat all these other games, depending on how long this quarantine stuff lasts, I'll have another game to get to. And this is one, honestly, I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about it, and it's one I was really interested in the concept of it. So you basically play as this guy who goes in, and I think there's 3 different stories. It says on the back, yeah, 3 different intern character stories. It's about a town that has like a mystery behind it, and they all use these like hypnotic drugs that make everybody happy, and there's like the happy police that make sure everybody's drugged up enough to see a certain amount of happiness. It has a really weird vibe to it, which is kind of Gearbox's thing. But I'm interested in seeing what this one has to offer. Alright, next up is Marvel Spider-Man. When I was doing my PS4 collection video, this is one that a lot of people said I needed to get. So I went out and got it. This was actually a gift from my dad. So shout out to him. This is one I will be looking to get into probably after I beat one of the games that will be coming up later. But this is one I'm really excited to play through. I heard this combat in this game is really well done, and the story is actually pretty decent. So I'll be looking to get into this one, and hopefully it doesn't disappoint. Alright, next up is Sniper Elite, and this is a stealth game for the PS4. It's a World War II. I know the second game was based in World War II. I don't know if this one is. I'm pretty sure it is. But it's a sniper stealth game, so you basically play as a sniper and you go around completing these missions. The main thing with this game is the gun bullet drop physics, and the sniper gameplay is kind of credited to being one of the more realistic and fun versions in any type of stealth game like this out there. So this is one I've played the second iteration of. I didn't get all the way through it, but it's definitely fun to play through, and I heard the multiplayer in these games is actually pretty fun. I've been messing around a little bit with Sniper Elite 4, so hopefully this one's just as good. Alright, next up is Styx, Shards of Darkness. So this is another one my dad gifted me. He basically just gave me the Spider-Man, Sniper Elite 3, and this one, because he doesn't play them anymore. So basically I took them in to add them to the collection, so it works out for me, and you know, some of these games are definitely ones I'd like to play through. So Styx is a stealth game. I'm pretty sure it's third person. It's kind of one of the not as known stealth games or games on the PS4. I've heard it's pretty decent. There are some mixed reviews out there, but I'm definitely willing to give it a shot. Alright, so my last PS4 pickup is Yakuza 0. So this is one my brother actually gave to me because he got an extra one. A copy of this, so he just gave me his copy. So I'm hoping to get into this one next, actually. After playing Yakuza Kiwami, I'm definitely hooked on this series. In terms of getting at least the main games up until the new one, which is, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a turn-based game, which I'm not really looking forward to combat-wise, but I might still get it to see where the story goes. So this is one I'm hoping to get into next. This takes place before any of the games that are currently out, so I feel like if I go to this one second before I get Kiwami 2, I should be okay story-wise. So I'm just hoping this is good as Kiwami, or at least somewhere near it, because Kiwami was really good. So even if this is a little worse than Kiwami, it should still be a really good game. Alright, so then my last video, you saw I have been picking up a couple VHSs. So I picked up the original Star Wars, but the, I guess the remastered version. So that's what I'm pretty sure it has the edits in it, and Return of the Jedi. I still need Empire Strikes Back to kind of complete the trilogy here out of these ones. But definitely getting these two is pretty cool. Star Wars is one of my favorite series of all time, so any of these older series that I really enjoy, I would definitely like to get the VHSs, even just to have on the shelf. They look really cool, and I've always liked the look and feel of VHSs. They kind of have a nice box art to them, so these are definitely two things that I'm glad to have in the collection. Alright, so there you have it. That is my latest collection video, and probably be my last one for a bit due to the coronavirus. I hope everybody stays safe, and definitely let me know what games you guys are going to be playing during this time. I know a lot of people are getting into the Animal Crossing game, since that just came out, and Final Fantasy comes out soon, so I know a lot of people will be looking to play that. I'm personally playing Bannerlord right now. It just came out, so that's what I've been playing multiplayer wise, really. But these are the games I'm looking forward to getting into story wise. Alright, so the next two videos I'll be working on will be top 10 movies of all time, because I feel like I've kind of neglected the movie side of the channel for a bit. So I want to really get back into that. And then my next video will be the top 10 worst PS4 games I've played. Since the console cycle is kind of ending soon, I feel like it'll be fun to do a video of some of the worst games I've played personally. So yeah, that's it for what I got coming up. And thanks for watching. And remember, everybody has some nerdiness at their core.